had to come up on the check, I was down, and I was up to my neck.
Welcome, fans. Thanks for joining us for this Friday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. Last outing for the Nets, it was a loss to the Knicks in New York.
And you could say they probably were in control for 3/4 of that game, but in that fourth quarter, man, they just fell apart.
Now here's Brunson. Here he goes. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And Greg, as we near the end of the regular season, some call these the dog days of the year. Winning teams ready for the playoffs, and the lottery teams sometimes ready to call it a day.
Well, a lot of teams still have something to play for, whether it's fighting to make the playoffs or seeding. These games do count.
Well, Kyrie Irving has such a good sense of when his teammates are going to create an opportunity, and he puts the pass on time and on target.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
And then Brown with the dunk.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. And the great thing about Durant, he gives you a lot of everything.
Yeah, it goes way beyond being versatile. This guy is a great shooter, an elite historical scorer, rebounder, passer, shot blocker, one of the most complete players in the history of the game.
Pass to Brunson. Shot clock at 5. The shot by Powell, no good.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They right now are searching for a bucket.
Drummond.
Wow, he went back.
Another shot.
Hey.
Stolen by Bullock.
Wow.
To the inside. Here's Powell. Nice defense from KD.
This is a quarter he'd rather forget. This guy just can't seem to get the lid off of that bucket.
To the middle. And Drummond throws it down.
And when he gets himself into the right position, Drummond so powerful in terms of finishing at the rim. The only way to prevent that alley-oop is to keep him from getting to the launching pad in the first place.
Here's Doncic. Banked in off the glass.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Over Durant. Irving with the steal. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in.
Oh, my God.
That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. The Mavericks will go for a different look here.
Maxi Kleber, Davis Bertans, Sterling Brown, Spencer Dinwiddie.
Irving double team. To the paint. From 8. And it's Brown getting it to go. Brown's got his second bucket.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Hey, Gordon Dragic.
1:44 left to play here in the first. Pass to Kleber. On the wing, Brown. 6 on the shot clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Dinwiddie's shot is off. And here's Brooklyn. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. And here is Drummond. Here's Curry with the three. Sinks the triple.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. And the latest wrinkle in Seth Curry's game, creating for others with consistency.
And he's taking time with his reads, letting the defense commit, then making his move. All part of that maturation process.
All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on, get loud for your Brooklyn Nets.
Mavericks trailed by 11. Dinwiddie right side. Inside. Here's Brown. It's hauled in by Brown. And so Brown will bring it up for Brooklyn. And this is the first time they've matched up with the Mavericks this year.
Yeah, and last year it didn't matter whether it was on the home or on the road. They failed to take a game from either of the two meetings.
You know, they may have lost some confidence coming off those losses last year. They know their roster is similarly talented. You wonder if that provides extra motivation in this matchup this season.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
And on the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
And the Mavericks call time here.
And Kevin Durant signing an extension this past offseason, locked in with the Nets for the next 4 years. Seems like there's a very good chance Durant could end his career in Brooklyn.
So for the Nets, Mavericks trailed by 15. Dinwiddie's shot is off.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Going inside. And fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot 2.
First
You know what? Nice job there on the attack at the rim, drawing the contact.
Nicholas Claxton.
Brooklyn shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Down low. Here's Bertanis. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well, so as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Brooklyn ahead. They lead by 13. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Brooklyn.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
Yeah, and I think the other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've gotten off turnovers.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
And he gets it back. That shot by Griffin, no good. Mavericks trailed by 13. Dallas moving the ball around. Brunson. Back to Doncic. Three-pointer. Brooklyn with the rebound.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Brooklyn Nets are creating a fresh legacy. Kevin Durant says it's new energy. We're one of the first teams in Nets history where fans are expecting us to do good things. The basketball culture is deep in Brooklyn, and they're looking for a team to latch on to. Well, guys, it looks like they found a good one.
I agree, David. Thanks. It's Aldridge penetrating. And he makes that one. Aldridge has got his first points of the game. And we see teams around the league trying to integrate star veterans with talented rookies. Greg, it's not always easy, is it?
Not at all, Kevin. And a lot of times it becomes a choice between win now or win later. Though the teams with great coaching and development can oftentimes do both. The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Reggie Bullock.
Nets leading by 12. Out to the wing. To the paint. Outside for Griffin.
3 seconds.
And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Dallas with the ball. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Back to Doncic. Locked up there for Powell. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Outstanding timing from Powell. Rises up for the forceful alley-oop.
A shot by Griffin. Nobody around. Claxton. Goes back up. Here's Aldridge. And the dunk by Aldridge.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Pass to Doncic. Inside. Here's Bullock.
Reggie Bullock.
Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
Luka Doncic.
You know, there's an unselfishness to Luka.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. And the Mavericks call time here. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Back to Doncic. Driving inside. It's tipped. In the corner, Irving with it. Jacks up a three. Drains it from beyond the arc. Irving's got 5 points so far.
As soon as Kyrie Irving crosses half court, you have got to guard him, and you've got to be balanced because this guy is an effective, dominant offensive presence.
Some power coming from the PG.
Ah, that's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
To the middle. And it's Drummond with the jam.
And just a dynamic big man with incredible physical tools. Drummond frequently makes plays above the rim.
Dinwiddie with the bucket.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense. That's just way too easy, guys.
And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Yeah, Kevin Durant makes that dunk look easy. He's so big, you can't do anything about it.
For three, Bullock. He doesn't hit that one. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Irving with the ball. Defended by Dinwiddie. Durant wide open. He fires. And it falls over the rim and in.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Pass to Bullock. Knocked away.
Out of bounds.
And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way.
Mavericks substitution. Davis Bertans.
Easy moment.
Irving with the ball.
Marky Wow.
His last outing, he had 24 points. Here's Sharp. Good if it goes. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Brooklyn, out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Got that one up quick. Curry's got the first points of the second half here for Brooklyn.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Spencer Dinwiddie. First team foul.
Nets leading by 20. To the inside. Drummond. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Drummond's got 12 points in the game.
And this is who Drummond can be, an offensive anchor who can dominate once he gets cooking.
Irving with the steal. Fires the three. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
And more than one observer, Greg, has called Irving the most entertaining player in the game. What do you think?
A lot of competition for that distinction. But Irving does some things that no one else can, at least at his level. And then you never know when he's going to give us a juicy soundbite.
Over in the corner, Brown. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
Well, an 0-for-3 start to the half, you need to pick it up and start to put some pressure on your opponent.
And Durant gets it to go.
Boy, excellent start to the second half. They've missed just once in 5 attempts.
Mavericks timeout.
Dallas calls timeout.
All right, look who's going to go.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
And the Mavericks with possession. This game is finished. They'll be off to Portland taking on the Trailblazers. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Thank you for the baton, Kevin. Kyrie Irving, of course, marches to the beat of his own drum. At times, I rub people the wrong way. But Kyrie says, I've learned lessons from it. That's the most beautiful and exciting part, just the growth. What I'm saying is, it's always been bigger than the game for me. And guys, you have to respect his willingness to go it alone.
You do indeed, D.A. Thank you for that portrait. Dallas again missing.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
And it's sent back by Drummond.
Not letting that one fly. Drummond using his height and wingspan to deny the shooter.
Outside for Durant. Lets it go with the three. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone. This is one of those nights. Mistake after mistake, a comedy of errors.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Here's Irving. And he banks in the layup. Irving's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Clock at 6. Here's Durant. Second shot opportunity. Again, the Nets for two.
You can just see the passion and love with which he plays the game. You see how he prepares, the work ethic, the way he interacts with his teammates. And when he hits the floor, it's all about the game.
Elbow shot is on the way. Pass to Sharp. Lets the three fly. And the Nets another three.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
At the line for the Mavericks.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
Now, something else we've seen them doing tonight is getting the long ball to drop. Big points coming from three-point range right now.
It's Drummond with the rebound.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Mavericks substitution.
There's 39 seconds left to play in the third. Pass to Edwards. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Doncic. From deep three-point range. Rebounded by the Nets.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Outside Edwards. From deep, Thomas. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Now the Mavericks with it.
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
The funny thing is, if that doesn't get you benched, I have no idea what would.
And now that we've gotten a taste of it, Greg, what do you think of the play-in tournament?
I love it. I mean, it definitely has some pros and cons, and you want to keep as many teams as possible engaged down the stretch, but it's a long season, and for some teams, it just got a little bit longer.
And here is Thomas. Outside Edwards. 4 on the clock. Here's Claxton. No good off the front iron. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Cleveland.
Checking into the Mavericks. Dwight Powell.
And here's Dragic. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Their next game is in Cleveland, taking on the Cavaliers.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
It's stolen by Edwards. Right wing. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Pass to Dragic. 5 on the clock. And Thomas has it in the corner. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Thomas got 5 points now in the quarter.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA. Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these 2 teams in that area.
And for top high schoolers, Doris, who want to make a salary instead of going to college, there are now quite a few options.
There are, Kevin, and I love it because to me, this is a free market system. So whether you're going overseas, you have the Ignite franchise in the G League. And listen, there may be more options to come, and I think that's a great thing.
And Brown over to help. Here's Dragic.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Can't hit from in close. The shot by Powell, no good. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level. And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
That is the competitiveness he brings to the table. Every night you're going to get great effort from him.
Substitution.
And the Mavericks making a change here. And it's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here.
Out of bounds. Mavericks ball.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards.
Dallas ball.
Here's Bertans. They need this. He can't get that one. Pass to Aldridge. It's Edwards on the wing. Launches it. No good on that one. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. Shoots from the baseline. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. And Greg, the league's in a great place for talent. So many incredible players just entering their primes. You excited where the league is right now headed?
Oh, my goodness, Kevin. Guys like Devin Booker and Luka Doncic, Donovan Mitchell. I mean, the list goes on and on. And a lot of these youngsters carrying their teams to great heights. Impressive to watch.
Here's Bertans. Edwards with the block. And he's able to get it back. Bertans' shot is good.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Right side, Dragic. Puts up a three. Bertans grabs the board.
Oh, no, I can't. I don't know. I used to shoot the shoe with
And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Nets.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so when you look at the season record, this one will tally up win number 43 on the year.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight. And what a huge standout performance it was.
For Kyrie Irving.
Well, I think his contribution clearly came at the defensive end, right? He came up with a bunch of huge steals. He was a menace all night long.
And here are the Mavericks now. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Aldridge drives in. And he uses the glass on the layup.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Here's Ntilikina. Off the left rim and out. And it's Drummond with the ball. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Brown wide open. He fires. And the 3 off target.
Brooklyn foul.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. You know tomorrow they enjoy staying in this game.
Third team foul.
Free throw good, Green.
Line for the Mavericks. Josh Green. Shooting 2.
He makes 1 of 2 that time. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
Now, this is Curry's specialty. The catch and shoot, yes, sir, that's in his bag. Go ahead, Seth.
Curry on the wing. From deep. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've got hot at exactly the right